Season's greetings, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. And once again, my warmest wishes to all of you during this time, this seasonal time, in the latter half of December 2021. And I'd like to take this opportunity as well to just provide a brief update as to the state of the channel. Nothing of any significant or dire consequence. It's just a very simple update matter between now, which is where I am, the 25th of December, and the end of the year. So we have about a week's worth of days left in order to between now and the end of the year and the upcoming new year, of course. So I do have a number of things that I do want to try to achieve before the end of the year, and just let you know what those things are. So first of all, I should say that my microphone, I usually have a pin microphone that I use, but unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties beyond my control, it's no longer possible to use it without running into some noise interference. And so I've decided between now and the end of the year to stop using that microphone, because otherwise it's just causes this sort of annoying noise that goes on, which I really want to avoid. But in order to do that, I have to stop using the microphone. So I won't be able to use that. So I'm relying now on the built-in microphone that is part of this recording machine, which is part of this phone that I'm using. So I always record the videos on this phone. And so I'm just relying on the mic here. So I think the sound's okay. It's not the best in the world. I apologize, but it's always been a pretty lo-fi affair when it comes to me and these video making endeavors. So, but I hope you can forgive me on that front. Maybe next year, if I have some more options available to me, I can try to think of some better sound equipment options, whatever is within my budget, of course. After making all those purchases of Blu-rays that I want. So after all that's done, maybe if there's some monthly allowance left over, I might think about getting a mic. But we'll see. Maybe it might be too difficult because there are so many interesting titles that one wants to purchase, are there not? So it's always one of those things. But anyway, what was I saying? So yes, so that's just one point to keep in mind. Now, I did speak about a number of videos between today's the 25th of December, and the end of the year, so the 31st of December. So I do have a number of things that I want to do. Whether I'll be able to do it or not is just, again, I can't make any promises, but this is just my own personal, goal in terms of this final week of 2021 in YouTube for me. So I'm going through the Criterion titles, and as of now, I have seen all of the 2021 releases. And so that means that I've seen them, and so now I'm just preparing to make some video discussions. So one of the goals between now and the end of the year will be to have a video discussion uploaded on each of those titles. Now, as of now, I have recently, or I will very recently or very soon, upload the discussions or make available the discussions about Mulholland Drive, the 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo release, and also Uncut Gems for anyone who's interested. And then the remaining titles that I'd like to talk about are Citizen Kane, Menace to Society, One Night in Miami, The Learning Tree, and The Red Shoes. So that's 5 titles, individual releases. So I think I can make it. I will certainly just push myself a little bit, but I will certainly endeavor to make that in time. And then after that's done, I always enjoy making these favorite end of the year lists. So I'll try to make some of those videos with respect to my favorite such and so from the Criterion collection. And I'll try to make a number of those videos, again, prior to the end of the year, maybe close to New Year's. So That's also on the agenda. And then when that's done, or around that time, yes, I want to upload 3 other videos. One on Shivers, the discussion on Cronenberg's Shivers, and then also Angelopolis, and then also at least one work in the Pioneers of African American Cinema. I'm right now on disc 5, and the film is The Bronze Buckaroo. So I actually was planning to do that way back, but just I was not able to do so, unfortunately, because of my own tardiness. And so I do want to try to get that done before the years. And if I can, I'll try my best to do that. But again, there's so many films to talk about, so many things that one wants to do, so little time. Time is indeed very precious. So I will try to make the most of it while I can. Of course, these are, when the new year comes, it'll also be a nice time for celebration, and that'll bring us into a new spirit, a new attitude, a new maybe outlook forward when we enter into the new year 2022 proper. So. And on that occasion, I look forward to speaking with you again, and we can continue these discussions, the Angelopolis discussions, and the Cronenberg discussions, and the like. So, I'm very much looking forward to that, and of course, also just hearing always your thoughts and comments with regard to many of these titles. And as I always say, because it's the truth, I learn from you, and I am inspired by you and your great example that you all set regarding your love of cinema and your particular favorites and your from your special your well-regarded genres or filmmakers or the like. So I always remain very much learning from you, and you always help me to feel motivated to keep on going with this. So I do want to thank you very much for that, and I do look forward to all of the conversations that I hope we can have as much as possible between now and many years from now, hopefully, and ongoing and continuous, talking about this great thing that we all love, which is cinema. So I always look forward to hearing from you, my dear friends, over the course of this seasonal time and then beyond. And wherever the wind takes us, wherever we find ourselves, whatever the case may be, whatever the time may be, I hope that we can find some time, even if it's for a moment or so, just to share those details about what films we saw, what special moments we can recall, and what titles one can recommend, and the like. It's just one of the great things about cinema. It's that wonderful thing that has the capacity and power to bring people together and to have conversations about this common love, right? This mutual thing, and this wonderful thing. And it's an art form that is very much full of spirit and energy and vitality. And so it's something that I continue to enjoy very much, cinema. So I'll continue to enjoy and to learn from you and to hear from you, my dear friends. But in the meantime, that is it for me from now, and I'll try my best to keep on going. I do also have quite a number of those viewer questions that I still have remaining that I do want to address. Very slow pace, and I apologize, but I'll keep on pushing forward with that as much as I can. But my dear friends, I'm always filled with a sense of gratitude, and also feeling very apologetic. As I said, I wish I could just address more of them much sooner, but I hope you can understand. I'm working and I'm making these discussions as quickly as I can, but it also just not just making the videos, but also watching the titles, watching the films as well. So I will try to manage my time a little bit more productively in the future, if at all possible. But I always ask for your understanding, and I always ask for your kindness and support, as always, and friendship, and also for your great example And also, I should mention too, before I leave, I want to thank everyone. We managed to finish the discussions, the live stream discussions of the James Bond films, together with a wrap-up discussion of sorts. I kind of uh, went close to the line at the very end there. I ran out of time, so I was just going very quickly with my favorites list. But I think had I had more time, I would have liked to just maybe devoted a little bit more mentioning of each of the titles as I was reading them off the list. But I think overall I was very happy with how that turned out, and I was able to talk about those little things, those little details that I always find fascinating about the Bond films. So thank you very much, my dear friends, for providing me with that opportunity with that. I do like the live stream format, and I have mentioned it here and there. I do want to continue it with some other film series, but and I hope to have a more set idea with a fixed schedule of some sort when we enter into the new year. So if you are interested, I will try to make that announcement as soon as I can. I think that was a lot of fun, and hopefully we can find a good theme or a good group of films or a good series that we can focus on in a similar format, in a similar fashion. Again, if you're interested, my dear friends, I am certainly game if you are, but we will keep that option open, or as open as possible, as we enter into the new year. And I think perhaps above all, and perhaps most important of all, is I will hopefully see all of you again very soon, again before the end of the year. So this isn't the final end of year greeting message, at least from my vantage point, that's for sure. But it is a special time for many people. It is, of course, the end of the year, so that brings with it a lot of time for reflection and contemplation, looking back, thinking back on the time that was, the year that was. And my goodness, as with, it seems like with every year around this time, it's always that sense of, my goodness, a lot has happened over the course of these past 12 months. A lot has happened. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. Again, depending on where we find ourselves, where we found ourselves over the course of 2021. It might have been a very productive time. It might have been a very hectic time. It might have been a little bit of both, or neither. Who knows? Again, depending on what your experiences were. In any event, I know now is tis the season, or now is the beginning, or slowly we're beginning to think back on the year. And in that spirit of contemplation and thinking back, I really, really want to say and express to all of you my deepest, deepest gratitude. And I've met a number of new people, a lot of new people over the course of this year. I want to thank you very much for providing me with that opportunity to get to know a little bit more about you, and to hear about you and to hear from you about cinema and your tastes and your perspectives. And you're always teaching me. And so I'm very, very happy to have had that opportunity to get to know a little bit more about you. And I really look forward, truly I do, to more of those opportunities if they are to, if they present themselves. And I really do hope that they do. And so there's that, of course. And then I really wish to all of you all the best. Warmest, warmest regards, my deepest gratitude, and my sincerest hopes and wishes that all is well. This is very important, everything being well, or as well as can be. And that also holds true, not just for you, but also, of course, for those of you, those that are important to you, your family and your friends and loved ones. And I hope all is well with you. And I hope the same is true for your family and friends and loved ones. This is the supreme treasure. This is something very important. Of course, your happiness, your health, and your well-being, and that of your close circle of loved ones. This is very important, the most important thing. And then, when you have taken care of that, or when you have taken care of that to the extent possible, once that has been taken care of, my dear friends, I truly, truly hope that you continue to watch a lot of great, great, great movies That's what it's all about, is it not? This love of cinema is all about watching these great movies, enjoying it, and being part of the experience, going along for these rides of a lifetime, as it were, wrapped around in celluloid. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a great learning experience, and it's a rich, rewarding experiences all the time, each in their own special ways. And so, once again, I truly hope that you all are happy and healthy and well. And once you have taken care of that, my dear friends, please, as I say, continue to watch a lot of great, great, great movies. So with that, my friends, let me now leave you, and we will hopefully talk again very, very soon. Again, more videos I hope will be uploaded before the year's out. But until then, my friends, I hope this video message finds you well, and cheers.